born an athlete, you'll die an athlete. It's in your DNA.
You're an athlete. Live like an athlete so that you can be successful in life.
You're an athlete. Live like it.
ANA, America needs athletes. Welcome, athletes, into another episode of the Gym Closet. I'm here, as always, with Amber,
Whoop.
Zach. Woo! There we go.
Okay.
We picked it up a little bit from
Real
last week.
original,
I love it.
real
I love it.
original.
And Dan.
What's up?
And I do I ever introduce myself?
No.
No, you're Tyler.
And I'm Tyler.
Yeah.
I'm Tyler, I guess. But welcome in. If this is your first time listening, we are a podcast that talks about how to train like an athlete, why to live like an athlete, and how to optimize your life. We are a Krave Gym podcast, so we talk about all things Krave Gym, and we have a bunch of cool segments coming to you today. Last week, I announced that we have a new dietitian on staff. So she is dietitian / nutritionist / all of the credentials.
Credentials.
But so Erin Person, spelled Person, is our new dietitian, and Amber was going to go over some of the logistics with the new. Got a phone call right in the middle with the new material, the new app, the new stuff that we got coming out. So I guess let's take it right away.
Where Erin came into play was about 2 or 3 months ago, we realized that we had a lot of athletes that wanted to do nutrition coaching, and we didn't have enough coaches for the nutrition coaching. So we kind of came together and we're like, hey, maybe we can have just a team nutrition coach that just focuses on strictly nutrition and not necessarily the inside of coaching the sessions and stuff like that. So Erin, I think, is a great asset to the team because she will be able to take clients in Ankeny, wherever really. So whether you join us at Krave or you want to do virtual nutrition coaching, she has open availability for everybody. So her background's kind of cool. So she went to Iowa State and got her dietetics degree, went and worked with the Jaguars, and she's worked with several sports teams. So she was a sports nutritionist for a lot of those teams. And so she really understands our program, how we live like athletes, train like athletes, and how we need to fuel our body when we are training like athletes.
Eating for performance. And
Yep. So she's been awesome, and she's helping us with some behind the scenes corporate stuff as far as continuing to evolve and grow our program, and make sure that we have all the best resources that we need and have for our athletes. And so we're super excited to have her. So,
and with that too, the other thing that we want to make sure is that all of our current coaches that are certified under the nutrition stuff for us continue to have their continued education and have the best tools and things to help our coaches or our athletes. And so she's open obviously right now, but eventually her schedule is going to fill up. And when that happens, her main job when it comes to corporate is training our coaches in our program and being able for them to continue to work with athletes and give all of our athletes the most up-to-date correct nutrition information, because there's a whole bunch of bullshit out there, and we'll actually get to some of that in later episodes. But this is a way to sift through a lot of that bullshit, especially online, and that kind of brings us to the next.
So since she's behind the scenes a lot more and you guys don't get to see her in the gym and stuff, we decided to start a Krave Nutrition page on Instagram and Facebook. And so Erin will be on there giving tips, tricks, nutrition advice for you guys. So if you want to, you can jump on there, follow our Instagram page and our Krave Facebook page. So it's Krave Gym Nutrition. Yeah, and so she'll be on there a lot, so you'll get to see her. And then if you are interested in nutrition coaching, there's a link you can click on, a form you fill out, and it will be sent to her and myself, and we can get you started on it. So.
And that goes for anybody. You don't necessarily have to be a Krave athlete. If you are a Krave athlete, you have a discounted rate for any of that. But this is for everybody. So if you are watching in Florida or California, we have the tools and the coaches for you on a digital basis too. Mm-hmm. Anything else we want to cover with
Nutrition.
with the nutrition and that kind of stuff?
I think I did want to give one nutrition tip that I've just been thinking about lately is starting your day off with eating breakfast. So I've had some meetings with some clients the last couple weeks, and they just wake up and they drink their coffee, and then they don't eat until lunchtime, or like they might eat a little bit of something before their workout, but then all throughout the night, they're hungry. And so I was telling them, well, you've always eaten breakfast. What's changed? You need to wake up and make yourself eat, because if we don't fill ourselves full of the protein and food in the morning, I find that people continue to eat later at night because they're just more hungry. So my tip for you this week, if you're not a breakfast person, start your day off by filling up with protein, some protein source, carb, fat, get your day started off right, and that might help you with your hunger cues later throughout the day if you do feel like you're falling off as the day goes on.
Start with a dozen eggs.
Dozen eggs.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Like
And one
I
thing,
did.
like, it doesn't even have to be, like, as simple as that is. It can be even simpler than that, honestly. Like, I was actually thinking about that this morning, so it's funny that you brought it up. Like,
Yeah.
I was driving into the gym this morning, and my breakfast today that I have most days is a protein shake and a protein bar. And that's 50 grams of protein right there. It took me 10 seconds to make, right? Like, I grabbed my protein shake out of the fridge, I grabbed my protein bar out of the pantry, and I'm on the road. And it's so nice to have 50 grams of protein taken care of at 8 in the morning. I mean, I have a lot of people I work with that's over a third of their protein they're going for in a day right there.
Right.
So I mean, if you can get a good head start, I don't know, for me mentally, it always is so much easier if you can build your protein up and like you're playing catch up with everything else rather than either don't eat anything or eat like crap for breakfast.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you're trying to play catch up all day long by getting more
Well,
protein.
I even
in,
find that if I don't, then I'm just snacking all day. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I literally cannot get full on those days.
Yeah.
It's so weird. So then I'm just picking at all
I
the
think a
wrong
reason a
things
lot of
that-
people don't do that, or maybe change doing that, is a schedule change or something where they feel like they have to wake up an hour early and fix a gourmet breakfast to get anything to eat, where, just like that takes you 2 seconds if you're running quick, all the way to, preparing oatmeal with like another one that I really like. If I would be eating carbs in the morning, which I typically try to stay low on my carbs again to catch up, because then that makes it easier for me to hit my numbers. But like throwing oatmeal with like protein powder in it, and then you stack up 50 grams. I usually do 2 scoops, so 50 grams of protein in with an oatmeal, and that again takes no time to get that. On the other hand, I wake up an hour 45 minutes early and I make a dozen eggs, so you can do that too if you
Right.
want.
Yeah. And like
whatever
another thing
fits
too
in your
with
schedule.
with like the coffee, you can throw protein into your
Oh, yeah.
coffee.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people don't know that. They're like, you throw protein into what? I'm like, have a protein coffee. Like we have a bunch of different flavors. You have a like
Chocolate
or a
mocha.
French toast one, which are like cinnamon French toast. That one's
Right.
perfect. Like blueberry, chocolate, like that's really good.
Yeah.
Or like Greek yogurt.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you throw like Greek yogurt's already got a lot of protein in it, like 15 to 20 grams of protein per serving, and then you throw just a scoop or even half a scoop in there, and now you're at 30 to 50 or 40 to 50,
Right.
whatever
Yep.
it may be, and you're well on your way, and you don't have a lot of carbs, not a lot of fats in there either.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
just add protein to whatever.
Yeah, no, I think that's a super easy way, and I think that we just answered the question of that. I think most athletes come in are low protein wise on their daily intake, and these are all just great tips to hit your protein numbers, which is always a difficulty for most people when they start eating like an athlete for performance, and start trying to stack up the protein.
Yeah. And because it's breakfast, you're breaking the fast because all night you've been fasting. So then you wake up, eat, and that can help speed the metabolism up and stuff as well. So definitely, what do they say? The most important meal of the day. And it's true. I think it's true.
You think it's true? Set you up on the right foot? I think all my meals in the day
Oh.
are just as important.
Every
No, they
snack.
I'm just joking. Every bite of food
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just as important as the next.
Every piece of candy in that Mayday basket yesterday.
Those Mayday
was-
baskets.
Our
had me
neighborhood's
going.
awesome. They dropped off like 4 Mayday baskets yesterday, full of like things.
Wow,
Yeah.
my neighborhood gave me nothing.
What?
Well, I think it's more of a kids thing because
Yeah.
they all gave
My
us
neighborhood got
3
into a fight on
baskets.
Facebook in our neighborhood Facebook page.
Nice.
What my neighborhood did yesterday. So, shout out
Was it over
Stratford
Mayday?
Crossing. Shout out Stratford Crossing.
Was it a?
No, it was my
a-
direct neighbor that was just being a douche to everyone. So if he hears this,
Typical neighbor.
Tough.
Oh, I think you're doxing yourself. You're just gonna have people showing up to mailing stuff to your house or coming to your neighborhood. and-
Right.
Hopefully it's Mayday
egging your-
baskets.
hopefully it'd be awesome.
You know your
yeah.
neighbor might need a bunch of Mayday baskets. in
That's
his
what you
life
should
or
have done.
something.
Is
Ooh,
just
he needs some happiness in his life.
spam him with like 1,000 Mayday baskets, just a pallet full of Mayday
He would
baskets
not
on
like
his front
that.
porch. That'd be awesome. But no, they were delicious. I really, and this is just, I am less about the base of popcorn. Like that's most of the basket's base. They should flip that. Even if it just has a little popcorn, great. But the base should really be the candy.
Oh yeah.
I think that's
This
where a
isn't
lot
Halloween,
of well, and
so-
that's the thing. Maybe it needs to take a lesson
No, I did
from
feel
Halloween.
bad. You know how you're supposed to drop it, ring the doorbell, and run? Like that's what Mayday basket. So you don't want to get caught, right? It's like this thing where you just go drop it off and you don't get caught. Well, our kids,
And
like
if you
they hear
get
the
caught-
doorbell run, they freaking dart to the door. Like, who's here? So they didn't like.
They
Those
caught
kids had
everybody.
no. Yeah, they caught everybody. But the last group of kids spilled all their popcorn.
Oh,
then
no.
they're in our yard like picking it up, and we went out there and helped. But I'm like, I hope you're not taking that one to someone
Right,
else.
yeah.
Like,
Just have a whole bunch of like grass.
Oh, they absolutely
and, like,
is.
get some
Yeah,
dirt
they
in
absolutely
there.
are.
And I'm like,
That's
if you guys
awesome.
care that we care it's in our lawn, I don't. But if you want to pick it up to take it to somebody else, then I guess that's okay.
That's too funny.
Yeah, they were sweet though.
Yeah.
But,
Then I
yeah,
went
so
out and helped him.
check out our Krave Gym Nutrition page on Instagram and then also on Facebook. But if you guys have any questions
It's
or
going to
anything,
be really
send us
cool.
a message.
Like,
and-
so that is going to be focused on nutrition 24/7. So like, obviously our, all of the other Krave Gym, Facebook pages and the location pages are typically like some training
Training.
stuff, celebrating the athlete of the month and a bunch of different things. Whereas like we're also going to pull our some posts and stuff into our regular pages, but this will be 24/7 nutrition. So it's going to be a huge tool for any of our athletes and anyone else that wants to follow. You can take these little tips and basically everything that she's creating on the back end is going to have some sort of post associated with it. So if you like free information, get that free information. And if you want the full gamut and you say, hey, this information is amazing, but I really need help to hit my goals, then that's when you fill out the form and we can help you with that as well with the coaching. So
cool.
anything else today?
I don't think so.
Awesome, guys. Remember, you're an athlete. Live like it.